All right, we're back. League podcast, week 8 through 12, season 5, going strong. My up, your down, your left, my right, Mr. Frost. How you feeling, big man?
It was good, man. Feeling good. Feeling good. Happy to be back. Another week in the books. Uh, yeah, man. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Pro Hooper coach, Mr. Get Your Hezzy right. Bag work, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Excited to talk about the league. A lot been going down, so yeah.
All right. Let's get to it. A little housekeeping, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming back. If you are listening, for those that don't know, Bagwork, if you could explain it, home and away jerseys. Who wears dark and who wears light? Because it's been a thing. It's happened in my game. I seen it happen in the Texas A&M and Florida game. Both teams wearing dark colors. Like what's going on? How is the rule supposed to work with jerseys?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna have to put a rule in, but I definitely will. I just think it's Bush League did not, but it's 99% of schools wear the dark jersey at home, which means that you have to wear a light jersey, like with no color, if you're the road team, as a courtesy to the home field. Just because, I mean, no one wants to play a game where you see even halfway similar colors. It's just an excuse waiting to happen for why they lose. So I might as well just eliminate that. There is one school I know in particular because I coach them, LSU, where the home team we wear white at
Light
home.
jerseys. Yeah.
So that's the one situation. But otherwise, yeah, those throwbacks, all them dope jerseys, da da da. If you don't have a white one, you gotta just wear it at home.
Yeah.
That's
So
gotta be because it just makes things more official.
yeah. Helmet not as important, but if we could avoid the dark on dark or the light on light jerseys, unless it's like a pure red versus blue scenario, let's try to avoid that, guys. Just to keep it a little
Even
easier
that,
on everybody. But
yeah.
let's start with the ACC. I don't know if you had the blurb that you wrote pulled up earlier, bag, but we could start with it. Georgia, is Georgia locked into the ACC championship game?
Yeah, Georgia's a lock. He's played all his conference games. Everybody in the conference will play 9 before the season's over with. So
Okay, yeah,
um,
his last game's CPU.
he's in there. I mean, he honestly he might sneak into a first round bye or even a pseudo bye if he can win the ACC championship because he's going to get 2 more wins. If that's the case, might end up being a 5 seed. I don't know. 4 might be extreme, but 5 definitely doable.
Locked in right
Uh,
now. What is it? Top six? First round bye?
it should only really be
Or
the top
sorry,
5 probably. It's the four. The 4 have a real buy and probably 1 CPU buy.
gotcha. And then what? Top seven get first round home games.
Uh,
I could just go look. Sorry, I don't mean.
5 will be a CPU. 6 is a home game. 7 is a home game. Isn't 8, 9 a home game too? I think it is. I think there's like 3 or 4.
Yeah. Okay. So top eight. Top eight will get a home game. I'm sorry.
It's crazy that the what if the Big Ten ends up getting all 4 home buys? Because I mean, I don't think Notre Dame's gonna. I don't think
Notre Dame's going to
Notre Dame might make the conference championship actually. If North Carolina loses,
come on. You
I
know
think
that
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is notorious for missing not conference championship games.
Yeah, that's a tough game. I mean, Nebraska. I think is the best player in the league, but him or Nighthawk. But still, he's got to go on the road to play UNC this week, so that'll be a tough test. But if UNC loses that, even if UNC wins that, actually, I think if UNC wins that, he gets in too. I think if either way, I think Notre Dame's going to be in the conference championship. We can get to that later, but
Gotcha. Um, let's round out the ACC. USC, UCLA. I believe USC won his game already.
he lost his
USC
game.
lost, but he's still
He's still. If he beats UCLA next week, he'll
Yeah,
still
that was
win
the
the
important
conference,
game.
win the
He
division.
has to win this game though. It's win
Yeah,
and get in for both of them.
right.
So, so you like USC or UCLA?
Who we got home in that one? You just looked at it. I forgot already. Is it USC's at home?
Yeah,
think they
USC
are.
is at home.
I like him to get that done at home. Ah, man, it's a good game. I
It is.
think I'm gonna stick with what I said, but I think UCLA might be the more decorated user. He probably had a better career in the league, you could say. But man, what a matchup. Good scheduling by the commission. Great job.
That's all CPU right there.
It is. Okay,
Take the
quick
credit.
question. Just throw a pot wrench in there. They've lost to Arkansas and Washington. Got the force win against Auburn. Does that change anything about how you feel about UCLA versus USC?
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that Auburn force win. Nah, because I think like
Because just looking through their schedule, their best win was at Baylor early in the season, and then Wisconsin, and then they really Penn State, Colorado, Oklahoma State, and Washington.
we look at UCLA real quick.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Trying to see if he had any big wins in comparison.
Beat Georgia.
Did beat Georgia? Is it okay win this year? I would say he's also playing like those elite teams a little bit better. Looking at the score lines, he's in like field goal losses. Yeah, I'm gonna change my pick.
And then beat Washington. So
I think UCLA gets that done, even on the road.
gotcha. Bag USC versus UCLA. Who you pulling? Who you got for that game to make the conference championship on that side?
I think I'm gonna go with UCLA too, just for the reasons Miles already said. Can we look at the coach stats though for these two? Because they've both been in the league for a while, so we can see how they've kind of played. I think for sure UCLA's got the most positive, has the better record. I mean, USC's having a great year this year, but hasn't been as kind to him before that. Yeah, I mean, UCLA's got a winning record in the league in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 6-4 this year, so that's not even like because in the ACC now.
Tough.
And they play every year, and he's 1-8 versus his rivals. USC is, so I don't think he usually beats UCLA.
Gotcha. Let's go over. So East is locked up. We got Auburn at 16. If you want to touch briefly on Auburn, path to the playoffs, because they have a head-to-head loss against Georgia, so they cannot represent the East for the ACC in the championship game. But there is still a path for them to make it to the playoffs, especially with the win this week against Arkansas.
Yes, I mean, they handled business against Arkansas. Looks like they played a real solid game. They're going to have to play a tier up against Alabama for the Iron Bowl. This will be a huge game because the way that this week went, number 12 Florida State lost, and number 4 Oklahoma lost. Number 1 Tennessee and like number 9 Clemson still have to play. And there's a couple of CPUs in between Auburn and I think the next user is like at 11 or something. So he's going to be right there in the mix. He's going to be minimum 12 this week coming up. If he can win this game against Alabama, that'll be huge. He'll almost guarantee himself a spot in the playoffs. And he'll also get +3 physical, +10 non-physical for beating a team a tier up. He's got the game at home. And I'm going to write in a rule because I think it'll be a good rule. that if you make the playoffs from the ACC, you automatically go to the Big 12. So if he makes it, it won't change anyone else getting promoted or relegated. But if he does make the playoffs, the Big 12 next year will have 9 teams, and they'll all just play everybody but one team. I'll still keep him on 8 conference games, but he'll get up. But if he doesn't make it into the playoffs, then too bad.
Gotcha. Frowls. Auburn playing pretty good ball so far. Do you think he gets the dub against Alabama at home?
It's a tear up, right? Kind of stepping out of his zone there, but I think Auburn's somebody we talked about preseason that he's probably should be moving up. We said he got a good chance of moving up. He got his chance, right? He got a shot to solidify it. I know that forced loss was. I saw him in the chat. It seemed like it was it was rough to take, which I
Forced
get.
loss wouldn't have mattered anyways, though. It affected his rank in making the playoff, but he wasn't going to make the conference championship regardless.
Because Georgia beat him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, I think for him, if he wins this and makes the playoffs, then I fully support that rule to get him moved up. Because just watching him, he's definitely a good player. He can hang with most players in the league.
Yeah. To win it that
You
clip,
didn't pick who wins though.
Oh, he didn't.
Nah, that's my avoid when I just talk about how good everybody is. He's at home, and Bama. I'm gonna say he gets that done. He got a little extra fuel from that forced loss. I'm gonna say he gets that done.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm with you, to be honest, because 1, he's at home. 2, Alabama's been playing good ball, by the way. They've won, I think, their last couple games in the Big 12, so this is definitely not a bad matchup. But just like you said, I mean, Auburn's definitely cream of the crop in the ACC in general. Yeah, Alabama's got Malik Washington on the road. He's got to be the worst quarterback I've ever played with in this game. We went to a natty together, so shout out him.
Still on that one?
He's so bad. I mean, he's so hard to play with. His throw under pressure is capped and super low, and same with his like awareness and all that. So he just misses, especially on the road. Oh my goodness, he's throwing a lot of bullshit. And yeah, I mean, he is fast, and like, you know, if you're getting people open all the time, great. But I don't want to give up too much game. But fuck it, I feel like if you're man to man or match coverage in him, he's gonna miss a lot of throws. Like if dudes aren't wide open.
Okay. Everybody's picking Auburn. Would you even call that upset? Because I feel like that's a push, especially with Auburn being at home.
Yeah, and Auburn's ranked, so
I wouldn't necessarily call that an upset, but definitely looking forward to a good game. Hopefully, not praying on anybody's downfall, but it would be nice to see another ACC team get into the playoffs. I think it'd be not only a testament to how Auburn's playing, but a testament to the commissioner and the relegation tiers kind of showing up and showing out, at least at that. So, moving on to the Big 12. How is this working out? Is Florida locked in? Since Florida just took a big L to 58-7 versus Texas A&M at home. Orange versus
still
Burgundy
locked
Jersey.
in.
Still locked in the conference championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he gets his ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie. He has a pretty hard conference combined opponent record for someone in the Big 12.
Iowa, Tennessee, Arizona State, Oklahoma. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but then he's got a protected rivalry against Florida State. So yeah, got a tough schedule. I don't know. I mean, I think he gets his ass whooped. I mean, Georgia beat the brakes off him. So did Texas A&M. Miami was doing his thing and completely fumbled that game. From what I heard, I didn't get to watch all of it or most of it. But
he posted it in the chat if you're curious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have to go find that one. But Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he loses to Florida State. Florida State hasn't been. He's having the same year he kind of had last year, unfortunately. Um, I think he loses that game. I think he loses the conference championship and doesn't make a bowl game, even though he's in the conference championship. Kind of insane.
6 games. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Did well in conference play, but that'll not really mean anything for him. So
Yeah.
He just lost. Who's his last game? Texas A&M. Will that determine if
Yeah,
he's in the conference championship for Miami?
No, Miami's already out, no matter what. This game would have meant something, but it won't.
Gotcha. So Florida and Iowa are locked in for a conference championship in the Big 12.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Oh, they haven't played yet. Wait a minute. Explain this to me. If Miami beats Iowa
Oh, this would be crazy. I know where you're getting at already.
and beats Texas A&M, that would make them 5-2, and then
Nah,
own
but
the.
they don't have the tiebreaker. They're not getting in. They lost it already. It's over. They lost the. Oh, but
They would
actually,
own the
if,
tiebreaker against Iowa.
maybe you're right. Yeah, it will be a three-way tie, so it'll come down to the score spread.
If Miami wins out, if J. Roth happens to go on, I don't even call it a historic streak, but catch fire at the right time,
Yeah,
that could.
I gotta update my little thing again.
It's a living document.
Mm-hmm.
For Oz, you've seen. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Texas A&M is playing good ball, and Iowa's been consistent all year. Do you think J. Roth can pull off a win in both of these games?
Not at Iowa. I don't think he can. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
They're
think
both
it's in
on the
his-
road, so this.
Yeah. And then Chucky just smacked Florida. I would be surprised if he won either of those, but both, I'm gonna say he's got like a 5% chance to win both of those. I don't see it.
Ooh, okay. Bag. What are the chances that he wins both?
I don't think J. Roth can beat the Iowa user.
Just flat out.
Yeah, I mean the Iowa user just won a grind national championship, so I mean this dude is no slouch at all. And I mean his team's pretty solid this year. Not they were better last year, but still he's got a decent team, and he's at home, and Iowa Stadium is going to be rocking. J. Roth actually plays pretty good on the road, but I just don't think it matters.
Iowa finally getting his respect from the commission, man. Shout out Iowa. Made it a long way. Preseason.
I was hating. Oh, I did. Yeah, that was the dumbest pick ever. I took it back like in the moment too, though.
Facts.
But yeah, he's here now. It'll be interesting with him though. What I thought you were getting at though, Terrell, if you go back to Iowa's schedule, was that if Iowa were to lose to Miami, and then somehow, let's say they lose to Miami by like 1 point, right? Iowa, I think, probably would still make the conference championship because, oh wait, no, Iowa lost to Florida by that much. Dang. So if Iowa loses to Miami, this is gonna be pretty hard for them to actually like win a tiebreaker because Florida beat Miami by 3, so they're only like -3, +3. But if it was a three-way tie, they have a 21-point loss to Florida. So,
Which is, I'm looking at that like, is that a force? Because that's just a crazy.
No, it's not.
Maybe it was a fair sim. It could have been a fair sim.
Yeah. Let's see if it was played. Oh, I can't look at it. Let me go
Yeah,
back to
I
the
mean,
regular
the
schedule.
Scores and schedules to see if it was
You saw
played.
what week that was?
9.
Nine,
But
okay.
but yeah, if I were to lose that game and then lose, let's say again to Nebraska, and let's just say somehow they end up making the conference championship and lose a third time conference championship, then there'll be no Big 12 in the playoff. potentially even if he just loses to Iowa. And
Fairson.
wow, this Fairson is going to come back to bite him in the ass if he loses.
Was
Okay,
not
That's
played.
crazy.
That makes more sense for my peace of mind. I was gonna say. That
Yeah, I
don't
was
really
like, yeah,
add
that
up.
is a crazy score for you. Good catch on that one. But it was wow. A fair sim could. Crazy. And then if that was the case, that would leave the Big 12 with no ranked conference championship and could miss the playoffs altogether.
Yep, could be, but that would be. It would actually wouldn't even be an extra spot for Auburn. Some bum team that won a conference championship would get in. So hopefully, but I don't think any of them are going to climb in the rankings. None of them are going to be ranked because I mean, look at it. Miami's 5. Miami, the best Miami can do is 7-5. The best that Florida can do is 7-6, potentially.
No, not with that many losses.
Yeah, no one's going to be ranked besides Iowa. And Iowa losing to non-ranked teams, they might actually drop all the way out if they get to like 7-5.
Yeah. Even if they are in, that's still. Man.
He could lose to Nebraska maybe and still get in if he wins. If he wins, well, he'll
Right.
still get in. I think,
The
for
Nebraska game isn't the important one.
But I'm saying he can still get in if he wins. If he wins, this week, loses to Nebraska, loses in the conference championship. No, it's probably not in actually. So
Not with 5 losses. With his, he don't really have any like top 5 wins
You
like
don't
he
have
did.
enough.
So yeah.
Not
Yeah.
enough juice on there. That Texas one was good early, but that probably would have been a good game to have late, possibly, to bolster.
Mhm.
But the Big 12 essentially eating itself alive, essentially kind of destroyed his chances outside of winning the conference right now. If he again, this all hinges on this Miami game. If he loses or
Yep.
wins, I'm not painting it one way or the other. But Bag, you already said you don't believe J. Ross can beat him, and Fries, I believe you said the same as well.
Mm-hmm.
So J have to be extra turned up now. I'm sure he's listening to this right now. So
Yeah.
I just texted him in the chat saying that you have a chance, so he'll be turned up for this.
Yeah. So
But I think he loses anyway.
Yeah. So I listen. As much as I hate where I'm at right now, the records in the Big 12 show me that the coaching records played out well enough in the Big 12 to show you everybody essentially where they needed to be. If
Yeah, pretty much.
If that makes sense.
Definitely. It's definitely been a super even league. I mean, we could barely pick anybody to go up or go down to start the year, and it's kind of played out where like everybody's beating up on each other.
So then moving on to the Big 10, that will probably have their top 4 in the playoffs regardless. North Carolina is in the lead right now for the conference, but they still have to play Nebraska.
They play today for sole ownership of that one.
Now,
or I guess they're playing tomorrow, maybe.
Not saying this game isn't important. Frowls, let me hit you with a hypothetical. I'm North Carolina. I'm on a roll. I don't say I try to throw the game, but I'm taking notes versus pushing the issue to make sure I am where I need to be locked in for conference championship. Wild concept.
I see what you're hitting at. For me, that's not really wouldn't be my mindset because I'd be trying to. Plus, can he like maybe not even make it still? Is that possible?
Well, he won't make it if he loses this game.
Yeah.
Notre Dame
he has
he
had the head-to-head loss to Notre Dame. Wow. So he has
Notre
to
Dame has Notre Dame has a better
Yeah.
record anyways. Notre Dame only has 1 loss in conference. I think they played
So
TCU last game of the year.
Oh,
I'm
that's
saying if Notre
yeah,
Dame loses to
yeah,
Nebraska,
yeah.
then it's like it's cooked.
Wait,
UNC,
wait,
you mean?
wait.
Yeah.
Time out.
If UNC loses to Nebraska, yeah, then Notre Dame's going to be in the conference championship because Notre Dame plays the CPU
So
last game of the year.
So
the
UNC
CPU
has
conference
to
game.
win this game then, right? To make the conference championship.
Whoever loses isn't going to be in the conference
Notre Dame
championship.
has who? What? Stanford or Navy? I'm assuming.
Listen, if North Carolina loses or if Nebraska loses, they're not going to be in the conference championship.
Well, I'm asking you who they play though. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Stanford.
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 Cool, cool, cool.
So Notre Dame's done. They're done for the year. And
He's
Notre
in
Dame
the.
owns the head
Yeah.
to
He's in the
head
conference championship.
for North
He doesn't need the
Carolina.
head-to-head.
Oh, he
He's
doesn't.
getting in. He's getting in, regardless. If North
So one
Carolina
of them has to
wins
lose.
and Nebraska
gotcha.
loses, then
You're saying Notre Dame's in Big Ten Conference Championship no matter what.
Mhm.
right.
Okay.
So yeah, one of them. UNC. To answer your question, definitely not. I mean, UNC.
Oh yeah, the
He's gonna be
disregard.
locked in the get in there,
Yeah.
but he won't have to. At least if he does get him, he won't have to beat him twice. You know. So
But 2 loss to a 3 or 3 loss to a 2 ain't the worst.
It is though
No.
because they're about to go down. They're about to go behind me in Notre Dame for sure this week with that, and like they're going to be out of the conference championship, but they're probably going to slide behind me in Notre Dame, which means they're not going to get a bye. And if they slide any further back, they're going to have to play a first round game. And they might not even go to like 5, but like whichever one of them loses, they're not staying in the top 5. I don't think.
They slide out of the
Especially
top
because
8.
I just had LSU just beat a top 12 team.
So you're saying they slide behind.
Not top 8, but they'll probably be like 5 at least.
So they don't get first round bye, but they could get a first round home game at least.
I'm saying they would have to play a home game as opposed to getting a bye, or if they're number 5, they'll probably get the CPU team who's like number 12. So it's like a free win there too. But
Gotcha.
as soon as you hit 6, you're playing.
Yeah. So 5 would be not trying to say we're trying to duck anybody, but 5 would be the spot because that would be the CPU game.
Right.
Man, that's crazy.
But then you also got to play someone who gets a bye, so it's not ideal. That game's going to
Listen,
be huge.
it's a rough game. It's a rough road to win. Period. Just the way the league is built. So.
Yeah.
But 5-game win streak.
But like if you're like at a 2 or a 3 spot right now, right? You got Georgia and Auburn who both can potentially win their first round games. Potentially, especially UGA's case, have a home first round game, which I don't like necessarily think anybody's going into Georgia and winning that game. And then so if you're in the second round, then you get to play Georgia on a neutral site. It's probably a game that you want if you're a bye team.
Okay.
For either of the ACC matchups.
So either way, winner of this game is in the conference championship. But then the winner of the conference championship, silly as it sounds, still needs to win though. Correct?
Probably to get a bye. I don't know. I feel like conference championship they move even less than in the season, so they might get away with it. Especially if like whoever wins this game probably moves to number 1. So like if they're number 1 and Notre Dame is then probably like number 3 and they lose to Notre Dame, then they probably still get a bye.
Gotcha. All right. Seeing that we got the college level algebra out the way, Bag, who you got? North Carolina versus Nebraska. North Carolina is at home.
I got to go Nebraska. I think Nebraska. I mean, it's gonna be a really tough game. They played last year. Nebraska barely came out alive on the road in there, so it's not an easy place to play. I just played there too, and lost. But I think Nebraska gets that done. I don't know, if Nebraska doesn't turn the ball over, which he doesn't all the time, I think he ends up getting a stop or 2 on North Carolina and sneaking that one out.
Gotcha. Fries, who you got in Nebraska versus North Carolina in Chapel Hill?
Sound that siren, man. Sound that siren. I got
Whoa, upset
an
alert.
upset alert. Upset alert.
Oh wow.
I think Hoop. It's his time. I really do. I think matchup wise, like the way that I've seen OG lose is usually I feel like the passing game can kind of get him like the intermediate to deep passing game. When I've had success against him, like those games where we have just 40 to 50 just barn burners, it's like the pressure not quite getting there, and then downfield able to hit some shots. I think Hoop can do it. Um, it's a tough task, but I'm picking him.
Okay. Um, my game of the week pick's been trash this year, so take this with a grain of salt. I, I, I don't know. I, as you were talking, I was like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm gonna pick Nebraska, and then when it came time, I was like, North Carolina does play really well at home. Specifically, he plays really well at home, and it's not a top stadium, but Chapel Hill is tough to play at. We'll go.
Yeah.
We'll go UNC. We'll go. Yeah, we'll go.
Wow. Okay.
I'll go with my heart. That is. I don't feel like that's the smart pick. I don't feel like that's a smart pick, but my heart is just like go UNC. So we gonna roll with it. We gonna stand on it. I don't feel good about that at all. The more it's just marinating in my head. I don't like it.
Who's been playing good ball? Man, he just beat LSU. I mean, that's a really good opponent.
Man, I can't wait till we talk about these power rankings. God, I can't wait till we talk about these power rankings because it don't make no sense. And then let's finish up with the SEC. Texas playing good ball, man. Texas playing good ball. Straight to it. Bag, who you got? Big game. Tennessee versus Clemson. In Knoxville.
I gotta rock with Tennessee here. I think it's a good game. Clemson definitely can win, has won before. But and as you can see too, Tennessee's 10-0, but their combined opponent record is trash. No out of conference tests all year, but at the same time hasn't had a close game all year really. Yeah, every game's a 2-score game. I think this is another one. Sorry, Frost. I mess with you, but gotta keep it real.
All right, I'm not gonna ask you. I'm not gonna ask you to pick the game because you're gonna dance and skate around that. What's your mindset going into the game versus Tennessee on the road?
Can't wait to watch my game plan, but just mainly limit turnovers, and I need to force. My goal is to force 2. I think if we force 2 and can protect it on our side, got a good chance.
Gotcha. Bag, as you pointed out earlier, every game 2-score. More of a parallel to real life Ohio State right now. Do you think that holds water here? As far as it wasn't the competition, but Tennessee has just been dominant all year.
Yeah, I mean, look, the dude's won 80% of his games across 5 seasons. I don't know if he has a natty. I would assume he does, but if he doesn't, he's been in the mix.
That was the year he lost 4 games.
Okay, yeah, he has 4 conference championships in 4 years, or 3 actually. I think Ohio State got him last year. But look, the dude can play ball, man. Having no 1-score games in the SEC is pretty tough. I mean, he's playing 2 dudes who have won a natty. Texas is playing some of the best ball in the league right now in this conference. And actually 3 dudes. Well, Arizona State's been to a natty as well. And, Clemson has been a staple in the league for a long time. So his adversary at Clemson is, though, Clemson beats him more than anybody else. But, it'll be a great game. But yeah, no, it speaks to Tennessee being so good. I don't think anyone else is just no 1-score games is pretty crazy.
Gotcha. Moving a little faster through the conferences because as convoluted as they are, we've been monitoring it, so which makes it more exciting for me because I know you hear it. You know what time it is.
Well, what's interesting too, before we step away too far, the how far is Oklahoma gonna fall? Losing to unranked Ohio. I mean, they're almost guaranteed now to have a first round game. I think they're still in, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can talk about.
they're gonna play on the road probably.
Is he ranked number 4 right now?
Yeah, he's ranked number 4, but like he had a
3
few
losses.
with 3 losses, but it was all the top people, I think.
And then just lost to Ohio State.
Must be nice.
My game of the week pick.
Yeah, lost to Ohio State, who's unranked. He's not like super unranked, so I mean, yeah, I think he drops to at least like 8 or 9, something like that.
You think
Maybe
they're that
lower.
nice? Yeah.
Maybe lower, especially with 4 losses. Yeah, he could be like 10, 11. So he's going to go play on the road in the playoffs.
Gotcha. Did this game, and we'll go back to the conference standings, for relegation, are we finalized with the SEC right now?
Yeah, because I think Arizona State has one more game, but Arizona State's lost to, I believe, both of them. Yeah. No, he beat Ohio State, but yeah, if you crunch the well, wait, hold up. So yeah, he's gonna get 3. He's gonna be 3 and 4. But if you crunch the plus minus, like for example, like Ohio State, so he's got plus 11. He's minus 9. Yeah, if you go to the other ones, he's minus 9. Oklahoma is plus 20, minus 17. Oklahoma's plus 3, so he's ahead of Arizona State, and I think Ohio State also is ahead of him. Minus 11, plus 7, so Ohio State's plus what, like 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Arizona State goes down on points.
Wow.
Gotcha. Tough. So
That's what I was saying. He can buy that spot back from Baylor. 'Cause, I mean, he has a very good team.
Yeah, for sure. I assume Baylor wouldn't be hard pressed on.
Or not Baylor. Buy it back from Florida. Florida, who's coming up. Baylor's going down regardless. Or Baylor doesn't want to buy Florida's spot. He wants to be in the Big 12. So.
Gotcha. If I hear what you're saying, I understand it. That's not gonna be much better. It will be better. It's not gonna be much better with who are we talking? Georgia, possibly USC, UCLA, and then Auburn moving up. And then
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but that conference is still nothing compared to the Big Ten. Like,
sure,
not even close. You got 4. He can win any game in this conference. He's got 4. I mean, 4 really, maybe potentially. I don't want to say 5 because, but I mean, when your roster's that bad, I mean, you really have 4 100%. You're losing the game. I mean, it just doesn't matter. Really just doesn't matter. Like, I mean, Florida's roster is depleted. Miami's roster is not that good. Alabama has a good roster. Texas A&M has a good roster. Michigan has a good roster. Georgia has a great roster. Auburn has an okay roster, but like it's not the same as
gotcha.
UNC, Nebraska, LSU. uh, Notre Dame. Florida State is the closest thing. I mean, Florida State would have one of the best rosters in the Big 12.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Did you want to give everybody the official relegation and promotion, or did you want to wait till next week?
Oh no, I mean we'll see how it plays out. I mean, you never know. Maybe Arizona and Florida come to a deal. I hope they do. Honestly, just make sense. And yeah, going down from the Big 12 isn't finalized, and who all's coming up from the ACC isn't finalized. So
Gotcha. Still a lot to be played out. But
yeah,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can't run from it. You love it. I hate it. I hate it. You love it. We back with the most viewed portion on sports television. I'ma claim it. Say what you want. I'ma claim it. Mama says speaking into existence. So here we are. Power rankings. Y'all got some splaining to do. Bag work. S tier, please. Make it make sense.
my S tier hasn't changed at all. It's Tennessee and Nebraska.
He lost last week. He's lost since we've been.
I mean, bro, he lost by 3 on the road at LSU. I mean, these dudes are human, but I mean, they still win 80% of their games, 85% of their games. So I mean, the dude's allowed to lose a game.
Are they?
For me, at least.
All right, Frost, who you got?
Yeah, nothing exciting here. I really, I wish I could say one more, but it's still got to be those two right now. I think they're in a tier of their own until a continued stretch of them not being that at least more than one game. At LSU, you give anybody in the league that game, that's going to be tough. So, and if he got blown out, I could hear you. I could be like, maybe he lost a step, but I just can't say that. Please get off this team, please.
Yeah, Terrell went over here to go look at this. Like, this played out exactly how we said it would.
Please get off this team.
Dude literally was putting him trying to put him in the S tier last week. That was a terrible take. Yo, that's a strike right there. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Sometimes you have to stand on something that you might believe in and hope it comes to fruition. Frost has been hating on this dude for 3 seasons.
And I've been right for 3 seasons.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So he can't be an S tier, I guess, but whatever.
He's not even the top of my A tier. He lost to Washington.
Let's get to it then.
Those are the kind of games that you can't
even in
lose.
A tier?
He's last in my A tier.
Just automatic.
Yeah, I'm keeping him in there, no doubt, because I mean he's about to make conference championship in the Big Ten. So I mean, he's got to be in there. But that Washington loss. I mean, bro, you lost to a tier 3 team with your 99 overall team. You lost to Washington. Like what? No. All right, next.
I be trying to fight for him. Who else you got in A tier?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
A tier. Let me see what I'm doing on A tier. I'm gonna go. These is pretty much in order too. I'm gonna go UNC.
We got a Syracuse user?
I'm gonna go UNC. I'm gonna go Clemson. Oh, actually, wait. I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna go UNC. I'm gonna put myself up there because I got a Nebraska win.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna put Texas. Then I'm gonna put Clemson after him. And then I'm gonna put Notre Dame. That's my A tier.
You, Texas, Clemson, and then Notre Dame.
Yep.
All right, Frost, who you got in A tier?
UNC leads my A tier. For sure. Gotta have UNC been playing great ball. We just picked them to beat probably the best player in the league over the course of the dynasty. So he's at the very top of my A tier. I think LSU's rounding in the form. Rest of the order, I'm not really too picky on, but LSU's in there. I really don't. Texas is a good opponent, but I need to win that game myself. I'm not putting myself in there right now. But I'm gonna go LSU as well. Notre Dame, I got to put in there, probably near the mid bottom of that tier, but he's in there. And it's crazy to say, but current form, I don't want to give him too much credit, but I kind of got to give him his respect. Texas been playing good ball, man. He
Over Notre Dame.
Most improved for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I got to put him over Notre Dame even.
Oh, wait a
He's got
minute.
the wins on the schedule. Like
I heard the statement,
got
but
some,
we'll come back to it.
yeah, he got some quality wins. If Notre Dame went to Texas, I would pick Texas for sure. And it probably will flip if they, go around. But I'm gonna say current form, got to be Texas for me. Really good defensive scheme, straight from YouTube, straight from Reddit. He'll tell you that too if you ask him, but it's working. So I mean, got to give him his respect. Offensively, I still don't really see it, but when you got to go and play them and actually get to the line of scrimmage, you can't change anything at all. It's tough. Like it's very very tough.
Gotcha.
We got the playoffs, that neutral site, baby. We're gonna see what it is. Are you
Alright.
stadium made?
B tier. Frazzle. We're going right back to you. You got in the B tier.
I got myself in there. I got Oklahoma in there. I got Iowa in there. And I do see Georgia sitting there at number 7, but I think we all know what Georgia has proven to be, which is very inconsistent. So I'm not putting them in there yet. Anybody else sneak into the rankings at the bottom?
Auburn.
Auburn's in.
He's the last one.
Yep.
Nah, I'm straight with just that B tier.
Wow. Okay.
Cole, man, Cole Taylor. We did do a whole podcast on Cole. I don't get it. First half of the year, Cole is like a top 2 player in the league, and then I don't know what happens. But man,
Okay. Yeah, Bag. Who you got? Man.
I'm never one for like C tiers. I don't think it's that much divide for me personally. But I'll put my B tier in order. Just like my A tier was in order. So for B tier, I'm gonna go number 1 Iowa. I'm gonna go number 2 Oklahoma, 3 UGA, 4 Auburn, 5 FSU.
Where do you have UNC?
Number 1 in my A tier.
Okay. I feel like somebody was missing UNC, but okay. Iowa, OU, UGA, Auburn, and FSU. Why is
Close to
there no
mine
C
too
tier?
now, so I don't forget. What'd you say?
Why was there no C tier?
Because I think they're all on the same level, to be honest.
you think all of them?
You
Well,
think
you
UGA
think
is on the
none of
same
them-
level as Oklahoma?
The only person out of that group who I named is Oklahoma, but I don't know. Just like for all of them, like if UGA goes Oklahoma, I got them getting smacked, in my opinion. But if Oklahoma goes to UGA, UGA can win that game.
I don't see it.
I think you can. That home
You
field
think-
is a mother.
I
That home
think-
field is a mug.
Does it matter to you if they can win a natty in these tiers?
Well, I had Oklahoma above UGA.
Yeah,
and
he ranked
they're
his
in the same tier,
specifically
though.
in order.
They're in the same tier, but I mean, one is second in the tier, and we're getting down to the bottom of the tier, who's just in there because they happen to be ranked.
For me, the
But-
tiers kind of separate like a little bit of what I think they can be as well. But I get what you're saying. I can't
Well, I
put
mean, Oklahoma,
Oklahoma
of
and
course,
those two.
Oklahoma, of course, can win a natty. I mean, obviously, he's shown that he's a top 5 coach. But I mean, for me, it's about what are you doing for me lately, in general. Of course, you know, I mean, that's why Oklahoma's at the top of my B tier is because of what he's done over time. But I mean, lately, he's playing at a B tier level. I mean, he's below all the teams in A tier. If there's 5 teams better than you in A tier, I'm not putting you as a sixth.
I fought for
But
that
yeah,
same argument
he
Notre
could get
Dame
onto
last
a
week, though.
he could get onto a run and win a natty. And I think he's capable of that in ways that some people in A tier aren't. I mean, I don't think Notre Dame can go win a natty. But he's an A tier right now. He's playing good ball right now. I mean, but if it came down to solely like who can win a natty,
That's a lot
I
shorter
mean,
list.
yeah, exactly. I think it is too. So like when home field is now off the table, but like on the same coin, right now, like Oklahoma at Georgia, yeah, I'm taking Oklahoma for sure. But I could easily see him losing. I could see him losing that game. I mean, that's a tough place to play. If Georgia's running back is gonna fucking run for 250 yards, then I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Are we? I don't know if I've ever asked this question. Are we evaluating this based on neutral site?
no, not for me at least. I'm basing it on what you've been doing for me lately.
Okay.
I think it's a different question if we were talking about, okay, now we're in playoff time and games are neutral site. Who do I think is going to win?
We are in playoff
Oklahoma can
time.
come into the playoffs as a 10 seed, and I could easily write them into my final, depending on who's in the way.
When I'm making my rankings,
That doesn't
factors in. Sure.
For me, that's not really like that big of a factor because it's about where are you lately. For me, you have the foundation for sure that of what you can do in your past, like what you're capable of, and what you've proven that you can do, which is essentially what you're saying too. But you know, at the moment, like Zev's lost to most of the Big Ten, he's lost to all the SEC that's going to make the playoffs in the SEC. He's lost to every single one of them, and he just lost to Ohio State. He almost got relegated to the Big 12. He won on point differential. I mean, no, he's not in A tier right now.
I don't think I was fighting for him in A tier. I was fighting for why not have a C tier.
Oh, because for me, like I'm saying, I think any of these games on the road, like Zev is still my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, but like I don't think Zev's gonna win at Iowa right now, and that's why I have Iowa ahead of him. I mean, it's gonna be a really good game no matter where they play. Like both of them are, you know, I think head and shoulders in there, but like that's why mine's in. Like this is who I think is the best in here. Oklahoma's the next best. But if Oklahoma's got to go even at Auburn, I mean, yeah, I'm taking Oklahoma for sure. But and at Florida State, I'm taking Oklahoma again. I mean, they have a protected rivalry. We expect that to be a good game. If Oklahoma goes to at FSU, I make it a game of the week poll right now. Not everyone's picking Oklahoma, or especially like last week. I mean, maybe he just lost to me, you know, on the road. But still, you got to think about that. You sit there, look at that. Oklahoma at FSU, like that's not just some layup.
Okay. All right, Frogs, who you got in your C tier?
Georgia will be the top of my C tier. Florida State and then Auburn. It's probably my. Why is Syracuse?
Yeah, I just asked that
Yeah,
question.
we got a new user. He'll be in the ACC next year, but he's gonna not be in the playoffs this year.
Gotcha.
Can't speak on.
Yeah, I was asking the same question, but
I just don't. Yeah, that's what I would say. I just don't think those three can win a natty. So make their current form plus their past history, that mix not enough for me. And I think Xavier would be the bottom of the tier above because he's put it together. We've seen it before.
are we taking Florida State's losses to top rank opponents a little too rough?
I don't think so.
Because
Where are the quality wins on the schedule?
I disagree. I think it is like I had him at the bottom of my or did I have him at the bottom? I did put him at the bottom. I maybe could have set him over Auburn, honestly, but you know, he lost 4 games in a row, so I'm gonna put him at the bottom, but he's playing once again, 4 teams who are all undefeated at
Top
home.
6 in the conference.
All are gonna
in the nation,
make.
Excuse me.
All of them easily could get first round buys. I mean,
That's the one for me. The one you're on right now. I don't know about that one.
yeah, that me too. That's another reason why he's at the bottom of mine, because that beatdown was crazy. Even my game against him today, I mean, it was 21-0 early in that game. And he scored like a minute left to make it a 1-score game, but I mean the game was essentially, I mean, I recovered on the kick and needed out. So
But that win for Notre Dame doesn't mean anything.
No, because
I wouldn't say it doesn't mean anything for me. I mean, it means
well, it just
you
doesn't
gotta
not enough
win.
to move to that. It's a good win, yeah, no doubt. If we're talking about that, but Terrell's talking about putting him in the S tier.
It was just a
Oh,
question. We just
still-
talked. We just asked.
Still, hell no. Like that's
No,
a
sir.
good win, cool. But over a team that just lost, ended up losing 4 in a row, might be 5, and did the same last season against not as good competition. But he does have good wins. Baylor's still a good win. I mean, once
For
again, this is
sure.
better than this is a team that we might pick to win the Big 12 next year. He beat Miami comfortably. I think he has some other good ones up there too. I think he beat Ole Miss. I think he beat he beat Ole Miss. He beat UCLA, who's about to move up to the Big 12 potentially.
Yeah. So
He beat Michigan first game of the year. So he handled business. At the end of the day, it's just he played some of the top teams, and that's where he's at. But yeah, I agree with Froz. Notre Dame loss is why I felt comfortable putting him even below Auburn and certainly Georgia. So yeah, and we'll see how it does against Florida, because remember Georgia, it was neutral site, but Georgia smacked the crap out of Florida.
oh man, okay. Let's I'm gonna come straight to you, Frost. I want to talk about it. Are we accepting the? Are we? And I've watched a couple of his games. Are we accepting what he does in a win because he's winning versus things that wouldn't be acceptable in a loss? Because there's a couple of these games, and I'm just like, man, there's still a lot of questionable stuff. And this is the first time I think he's playing better ball, but he's playing good enough for the team to make the difference, not the user.
I see what you mean.
Am I wrong for saying that? I don't know if you've watched recently, but I'm like, he's playing better ball, but I think it's the team is playing up and he is playing good enough for them to make that difference.
Yeah, I think you're pretty on with that. I mean, he still has some throws in his decision making, and his clock management makes me just lose my mind.
Man.
Oh my gosh, bro. I don't understand. For somebody who watches football every weekend and follows it heavily, he has no no idea what's going on. But he is playing better ball. It might just be a thing where, is he ever going to play flawless? Probably not. I think it just might be kind of, really good team, and he just does enough to get them done. Like this year's running back is going crazy for him, kind of helping him
Right. I think
boost
he's
his floor up a lot.
But
Yeah.
and the only reason I'm asking,
Well, he has a beast of a line too that he can run behind, and I mean that run game is a problem for anybody. This goes back to what I was saying. I mean, in my opinion, yeah, he's in the ACC, but he's smacking these dudes. I mean, okay, Arkansas was somewhat of a close game, beat the brakes off of Ole Miss, beat the brakes off of Auburn on the road, beat the brakes off of Florida at a neutral site. And had 2 1-score game losses to a Big 12 team, and who he's about to rematch potentially in the championship game. I mean, he's playing really good ball. I mean, for him, I mean, yeah, if he was an SEC, I think he loses every game, as we've seen, in previous seasons. He wasn't doing very much wins and losses wise. But he's playing great ball, and someone's have to go play him in Athens and have fun, because that O-line is nasty. The running back is doing what he got to do behind it. He's got the best quarterback he's had in a while. You're not going to be able to audible or hot route anything. Have fun.
okay, just I'm not discrediting his wins. I'm giving him his credit where credit is due. I just think at this level, or even the next level, some of the simple mistakes that he's making now will turn this 9-2 into a 4-6 next year in the Big 12.
Maybe, but I mean, Florida mopped up the Big 12, pause, and Georgia beat the brakes off him at a neutral site. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think anybody wants to go to Georgia this tier or tier 2 next year either. I mean, he's got to be one of the favorites. He's playing good ball.
In the Big 12 next year?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
No.
if Arizona State comes down, that's one thing. But outside of him, nobody wants
Even
to go
if
to Georgia.
Arizona
He can
State
do.
comes down, because
Dude, I'm trying to tell you, Florida's 5-2 in the SEC or in the Big 10, Big 12. He's 5-2.
But if I tell you limit mistakes and Georgia will throw you a book, is that an unreasonable game plan? He's going to mismanage the
Yeah, I
clock,
think it's
and he's
unreasonable.
going to throw you 2 or 3. You just got to get one of them.
I don't think he's guaranteed to get 2 or 3. I think you got to be someone who plays really good defense to get 2 or 3 guaranteed out of him.
No,
he
he's
will
going
fuck
to.
up
I'm not
and
saying you're going to get them. He's going to throw them. You just
he
have
might
to
drop
get
them
one.
or something. I mean, depends on
Yeah,
depends on
that's
the
what
day.
I'm saying. I'm saying he's going to throw
But
them.
listen,
Do you catch it?
I don't think that people are going to want anything with him in the Big 12 next year. I mean, you know, he's going to have a new team next year, so
Again,
that'll
I'm
change
not-
things.
I'm
He'll
not
have a
saying
really
he's
good
light work.
quarterback.
I don't
If he
want-
has
I
any
don't
type
wanna-
of running back, dudes do not want to go to Athens in the Big 12. Dudes don't want to go to Florida in the Big 12.
Again,
I mean,
I'm not
it's gonna
saying
be
he's light work. I don't
way,
want that to be misconstrued.
way
I'm just
worse.
saying there are things, especially moving between conferences, that you're like, man, that's mind-boggling that we are running out of bounds with no time left when we were in field goal range.
Oh yeah, no, he'll definitely lose more games. He'll lose more close games next year. I mean, he used to definitely, but I don't think that he's going to get relegated back down. I think that home field's going to be something going to be serious.
Just
I think he's going to be competing for a championship in that league. I'm not here to say that he's going to win it. You know, it'll depend on what his team's looking like. But that home field and the way he's been playing, the way he's been able to run the ball in particular, and next year his quarterback's only going to be even better. He needs a new running back, but if he can run the ball again behind that line, if he has a run game, like, it takes so much pressure off him having to pass. If he can't run, which some years he can't, even with his good line, and he has to throw the ball 40, 50 times, he also will do that too, or has in his career, thrown the ball that many times a game. He's definitely going to lose that way. But when he can run that rock and, you know, he can get you.
okay.
I know all too well. He gets me a good amount. So, like, I know, especially on the road,
Yeah.
like,
I was gonna
It's
say
not.
that I think a lot of his bag work coming from just not wanting to play him. Probably that's probably not a great match. If you had to go on the road for some reason to Georgia, I feel like
no,
that'd
I'll
be terrible.
smack this dude. I shouldn't lose to him anytime that I ever do lose to him. But it's probably like at least like
No.
6-3. I would say, like, since the games dropped this year, he's gotten me a couple times, and a couple times I've won where it was like a 1-score game. So
I will say I can't repeat what you said on the podcast, but what you're giving him compliments right now. But based on your words last time you played him, I don't think you really believe what you're saying.
no, I don't think he's that good at the game. I think if he was, I think if he was in tier 1, I think if he was in tier 1, I don't think he wins a game. I think he loses most games by like 3 scores. But I think in the Big 12, he can compete for a championship, and in the ACC, he's been dominant. He's about to get up. He might get a first round bye. I mean,
Okay. Listen. Okay. All right.
I still think he's trash. I tell him that every time he picks up the game, pretty much. So I mean,
Gotcha.
you know,
That's the power rankings right there. I appreciate you, fellas. Did you want to go over any tips or tricks for late bloomers in the league? As far as, and I'll share my coach build. As far as people that are complaining about their teams, because the time is coming where you do a quick scout look at everybody's rosters or recruits, and you're like, it's week 13 and you got 4 recruits. What's happening?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how. I mean, what would you do for your if you were? What do you think?
So playing last year, um, I know there are some people that had something to say about the double visits, and there was some sleazy recruiting tactics. If you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. I knew I was always at a disadvantage, so I went the way that I knew. I said, I won't always get the best recruits, but let me try to do my best to keep my recruits from Michigan in the state of Michigan and then just develop. So that's why I went so heavy on Motivator. That was my personal. Everybody, for the most part, is getting an off season boost. And now I got stuff to keep, increase XP for everybody, and then less likely to transfer. So personally, that's me. I know I'm not the best recruiter. So I'm like, the dudes that are here, and you see them when they do leave Michigan, y'all getting multiple 4 stars in the portal, and then we're stacking
Oh, for
it.
sure.
We're stacking on motivator, so it's not even like it's just me. We motivator all around, um, and that's because I know I'm not the best at recruiting. So I supplemented elsewhere. So that's my personal
Hmm.
thing. What would you do?
If you can you go back to the coach abilities?
Yeah,
If I was gonna do this for someone who's just joining the league or um isn't, you know what I mean, like towards the top of the league, personally, I would always start with recruiter because I think the most important thing is being able to scout players and know who's good and being able to like bring in players who are actually good as opposed to a lot of new guys in the league struggle to even get players at all, or they have to spend so much points on scouting that they don't scout, so they just bring in dudes and they get so many dudes who are trash. And it's like they waste all this time recruiting this dude to get some dude in there who's never going to play, even on a team that needs someone to play. They're just so bad, you can't play them. So I would I would get a recruiter, and I would definitely get that full level one taken care of year one as
and
soon as
are
I
you
could year
saying
one.
tier one across the board? So just advanced look for everybody.
Advanced look for everybody, but kicker and punter.
Okay.
And then my goal would be by the off season to probably try to get um level two or even level three for all the positions besides kicker and punter, because then like so the first year you can at least scout better, but the second year you should have more people interested in you, and then you can scout those dudes, and so ideally you can start bringing in just higher numbers of recruits that are playable and like buildable ideally. So then you're kind of already there by year one or year two, and then at this point in the league, depending on what team you take over, like if you're gonna have first round picks and whatnot type dudes on your roster, then I would definitely go to motivator and spend the absolute minimum 50 points. You got to spend like 20 to open it, and then like 30 more in there. I would spend literally only that 30, or I guess 32 you have to spend, and then I would get talent developer because talent
Yeah.
developer is the most, I think it's the most OP one this year, for sure. Outside of course, like if you can get program builder or CEO, but we're not talking about that right now because if you were gonna get one of those, you wouldn't need to hear this anyway. But I would go here, and then I would start getting the boost for when my players get drafted. If I'm having guys, you have to get 2 first round guys to be able to unlock this. So if you're on that path to be able to unlock this, I would do it because then you start getting a lot of points. It's like motivator on steroids when you have these guys get drafted, especially like for example receivers. Like you get 2 receivers drafted in a year, and then you have like a star dev receiver on your roster. That starter receiver is going to get like plus 30 to 40 points off those 2 guys getting drafted, and like they can get drafted in the 7th round. They're still getting a bonus. Um, so yeah, it's a really powerful thing, especially like wide receivers, O line, D line, DBs, LBs, even. I mean, you can start getting a pipeline to where it'll start being like, yo, I got to bring in 3 or 4 receivers this year because I might be losing 3 or 4. Like,
Gotcha. Fries, anything you wanna You want to help out for the newer coaches, the people that are not necessarily strong in either the team building aspect of the game.
I mean, Bag just kind of laid it out pretty well. I feel like he's kind of done a lot of leagues and a lot of leagues, seen a lot of teams. Pretty much all his rosters are developed a ton, just from what I know about his team. So a lot of sauce there for me. I think when you're recruiting, like I would just make sure I put in the time. Like it might take you a little bit longer to go through and go actually find the recruits, but sometimes there'll be dudes who even like 5 stars might be depending on where your program is, maybe not, but like I've had plenty of times, I'm sure Bag can also attest that like there'll be 5 stars that nobody's recruiting and they end up being, even if they're 5 star busts, um, end up being really good players. They end up developing, especially when you're at a program where you kind of need those little advantages. I would just look through if you got pipeline and users are sleep on them. Just, I mean, you can scoop them very late, but you got to put the work in to go find them. I got 2 5 stars this year that no other users were in on. I really don't have any pipeline at all, but I don't know. I guess dudes just didn't want them. And they're not crazy players, but 2 5 stars can change your class completely, ranking wise, if you're trying to get into the top, 25, 10. So I would just put the work in, man. Because you can't, as much as I have counted on the portal, you really can't like shape your whole roster in the portal. You might have years where you do go crazy and you get like, 6, 7 difference makers, but for the most part, that should be icing on that cake. Like your roster should already be built through your class and through you actually developing them.
Gotcha. Only thing I might want to add to that, and please let me know if I'm off base, is there's no fast way. Everything that anybody said so far is not a magical potion. It all will take at least 1 to 2 seasons, and that's if you're winning at a high clip or recruiting at a high clip. So even if they're like, do this, do this, do this, understand it is still a process, even if they have XP turned up.
Man, that's crazy how my controller dies mid monologue.
Major key also that you mentioned was that winning games. Like the bag work, or not the bag work, the like the Nighthawks, the OGs, like those dudes who have the crazy classes. Yes, their school grades are pretty good because they win a lot of games, but the main thing is they win in those games. Like their visits, they usually win those games. So like over time, that helps you out a ton. Which I know it's simple to say, like win the games, but that should always be the main focus is winning if you can. Like the more games you win, the better your recruit you're going to be, and the better your program is.
For
So,
sure. Just
shoot.
winning games, TDs, rivals against higher ranks, being in the top 25, beating a top 25, playoff games, conference championship game, bowl games, like that stuff adds up. And it
And for
adds
those
up.
lower teams, man, like myself, I try to stay locked in for everybody, but I know you can catch dudes if you're not really giving your 100% a game, and dudes will be like,
Hmm.
I'm only playing, I'm playing this team's not that good, hadn't made too much noise in the league. You could definitely catch them and kind of kickstart your program a little bit.
Yep. So, and then for the people that aren't recruiting, like you get points for recruiting too. If you can sign 4 star, they don't have to be the 4 star everybody's going after. But if it's some dude in your state that nobody wants, like let me go ahead and grab them up. So bunch of stuff, and
You
then
don't
if
have to scout them either. I mean, if
no, you
you
don't.
know, you can really just grab 'em. If you need to just get numbers, go grab them.
Yep. And then stats. If you know you're airing it out, go get it. You get stats, defense, offense, being ranked certain places. You get points for all that. If y'all never just taking a look at this, you get a bunch of XP just playing the game. So
Definitely.
so
Can you go to the recruiting board real quick for me? Just the like the rankings.
of course.
I just want to see if we can call anybody out while we're talking about it.
Ugh, you don't want to do that. That's a
I
lot.
might get. I know Washington's down at the bottom. Yo, I might get top class this year. Just letting y'all know. I'm in position.
He been happy about it.
I'm
He told
scared.
me that. He's like, hey, this might be the best year.
I've only had
Michigan
one
gotta
other
put in some work this
one
year.
number one
Okay, Michigan.
class.
It never
Michigan
finishes
up
that
there,
way
though.
because I don't have a good portal class. I'll
True.
finish just outside like the top 10 or top 15 every year. But we get them and we develop. So that's what we base our stuff on. Just try to keep a bunch of these dudes in state, minus the one cornerback that jumped ship to go down to Baton Rouge.
Oh, you're not talking about that elite dev cornerback, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell y'all, the strategist is the only reason why we knew. We got to get
Exactly.
that guy.
He didn't want to stay because he can go down to Baton Rouge all he want, but you stay in Ann Arbor, you get developed. You've seen it developed, and then we could boost your development trait. But let's South Carolina, Florida, Washington, Wisconsin.
Florida, Washington, and Wisconsin really got no excuse. They all been here all season. South Carolina knew.
Florida switched midseason.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I got nothing else for the other guys.
They
Yeah,
said
I
that they're
mean-
trying, but that's just you just got to be
Penn
better.
State.
Penn State too. You got to be better.
At Penn State too, like that's tough.
Yeah.
2 4
It's
stars.
tough.
Colorado might have people on the board that just ain't committed yet. If you got 2
I
4
hope so.
stars.
Yeah, the roster already not that good, so hopefully for him.
Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah. You're not getting out of the SEC recruiting like that. I'm trying to tell you. Team got to be able to play.
Forward.
Oregon 5-star safety. Tough.
Yeah. Where's the rest of it though? Week 13.
Yeah, some of them 4-stars be like that though. Like Notre Dame only has like 5 recruits, mostly because I've been clapping them up. But
Yeah, you see
Them and
LSU
Texas.
on the board. It's rough. It's rough goings. Especially if you ain't got that top tier recruiting pipeline. Good luck.
Do we
Yeah,
see
we
Georgia?
didn't have a
Georgia up
good
there
year.
kind of high.
Yeah, Georgia's
I
top
think they're
20.
like top 10.
Yeah.
Texas at 21. Hold on, let's not scroll by that too fast.
That's
Texas
surprising.
at 21 is crazy. Texas always
2
says he's the best
5-stars?
recruiter. One of them he stole from me too. He beat Ohio State and got a visit crazy to get this. That's the number 1 receiver in the country, 5-star gem. He stole it from me. He's supposed to be coming to LSU,
What kind
but
of receiver?
I think he's a route artist. Kind of filthy slot guy for sure.
Yeah, might be all right.
Decent speed.
I want to say he was like 90 speed, which is pretty high for a route artist at a high
yeah.
school. And he's uncapped, so I'm sure he can get to 99. So yeah, he'll be a problem.
Okay. I don't know
Um,
what this new user's doing, but he making all the right ways.
he didn't do nothing. He joined today.
Oh, just kidding.
Oh,
I was about to be like,
dang.
good start though.
Yeah, got a nice little class coming in. Texas at 21 is insane. I've been dogging, literally just slaughtering bro on the trail. It's crazy.
He might have a lot of 4-stars just waiting because I know I do. So maybe that's
No,
His
he has a
deal.
lot of 4-stars that I've been taking.
You got 8 4-stars talking about, and 4 5-stars talking about. I got a bunch of 4-stars waiting.
I do. I got like 5 just waiting to commit. I gotta get a top 5 class again, man. Somehow.
For elite recruiter.
You can get a lead recruiter.
I already got a lead recruiter.
You just doing
I
it
just
for the
want it.
points, for the love.
Yeah, just
For the
do it.
love of the game, I ain't mad at it.
No, I want number 1 just for the love, to be honest.
That's XP though. That's XP. Do you know what the tiebreaker is?
Well, it's just not over yet, but I mean, I'm gonna get probably at least 7 more 4-stars, and I'm gonna recruit the top of the portal. So I mean, kind of just depend on really who I get out of the portal, because I think at the end of the season, regular season, I should probably be ahead of him because I'm about to get a few more 4-stars. I don't know if he is too, but
Gotcha.
I know for sure I'm about to get like like a good handful of. I have 35 dudes on my board right now still, and I think they're all gonna commit.
Mm,
So
okay. All right. Well, see who got the top class in the ACC. Georgia, Auburn. Okay. ACC kind of falls off hard, but
yeah, ain't none of them recruiting nobody.
Hey, Washington, that's tough. Washington playing pretty good ball. That's
I
kind of
know
a tough look.
Yeah.
Bama's recruiting well. 5-star. Okay.
5-star QB to replace Malik Washington next year. I don't know if he starts on day one though. I think his throw power is low. I think he's a backfield creator.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. 2 right tackles. That's what I like to see. That's what I like. That's how I know you're recruiting. You get them O
Facts.
linemen early, then you really doing something.
Yeah, I bet you Bama uses any like extra points he gets on his quarterback, and
Oh yeah. How many running backs you need, J. Rob?
can only play one. Well, that's not true.
You can only give the ball to one. I like that. 4 defensive tackles and an edge. A&M know where the sauce is at. That's how you win right there. Cause
Yeah,
you
for
know the other
sure.
people ain't recruiting no line, and you just think, oh, D line go crazy rushing forward. That's a big game changer, man. Okay, 4 stars. Like, man, I don't even see no gaps missing in this one.
Wow, but Florida State having the number 2 class in the conference is big. He's definitely gonna have some guys in there. I would assume that's good. That's good for him. I mean, he's still rebuilding over there at Florida State too. So
Mm-hmm.
No 5 stars though. I feel like he might drop a good bit, but still, holding
yeah,
it down.
see how the portal goes for him. I guess maybe get somebody big.
Oh, we could do. Sorry, let's finish this because I got excited. I was gonna go. Oh, you go look at the blue chip ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, 2 to 5 stars. UNC is a little underrated as far as recruiting grounds. Carolina has a decent amount of prospects.
Yeah, he's just a big time recruiter too. I mean, he's been playing good ball. But when I recruited him to this league, I brought him here because he was pretty good at the game. He wasn't playing as good as he is now by any means, but he was decent at the game. But he could really recruit. I was like, oh yeah, if we get this in here, like he's somebody else who could, get in Nighthawk's way a little bit. It's been great having him be good, and Clemson's done picked up his recruiting, so
Gotcha.
it's a lot tougher out there. I mean, people are still, it's really still the same usual suspects, I think, with like Mizev and Nighthawk up there near the top, but dude's definitely getting in each other's way.
Got them boys recruiting.
You see Notre Dame and
Yeah.
Texas normally have great years, but
Down years on the
uncontested almost at times. But dudes are kind of in the way now.
Okay. We'll see. Still got plenty of time though. Well, let me not say plenty of time, but
24 stars already committed is a little crazy.
I know, but
Jeez.
that's some people's full class,
Yeah.
and we still got portal and 2 weeks left of recruiting.
Yep.
So, but let's who we y'all just talking about? I want to go to, is it my school? Where's that at? Where is the blue chip ratio? Is that a different thing?
Blue chip ratio, you got a championship contender.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Clemson, Georgia. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Clemson and see who's above. Syracuse. Wow. Okay.
Tennessee's not on this list.
Crazy. Where's he at though?
How? His shit is glitched. That's actually terrible being Tennessee.
15?
That's insane. He's
Hmm.
got to be so mad about that.
Wow.
I mean, he's ranked. He's undefeated, ranked number one. He has the best recruiting class. He should have the highest blue chip ratio.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay. But, gentlemen, that's all I got. Fries, do you have anything for the people before we head on out of here?
Nah, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. Shout out Chucky. Saw him listening earlier. So appreciate the support always. And yeah, man, keep streaming your games. I feel like every game's been, well, actually, there was that one that had no stream, but for the most part, good work. Good work.
Yes, sir. Bag work. Anything for the people before we get out of here?
Nah, man. As y'all said, thanks for tuning in, and wish everyone luck in these important weeks coming up.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, if Chucky want to wake up on a Sunday morning, y'all might get a grind podcast, but that's up to him. For another week, if you don't like what we got to say, let us know in the Discord or change it on the field. But let us know if you listen this long. Appreciate it. Until the next time, we're out.